watching Reptiles Unplugged.
I'm John Feely of Feely's Clutch, and you are watching Reptiles Unplugged.
This is Will Rose from Royal Canadian Reptiles, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
Guys, it's KB Reptiles.
Team Helga.
Team Beard.
And you're watching
Reptiles Unplugged.
It's Justin from Jacob Luck Reptiles, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
Nick with Renowned Reptiles here, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
It's your boy Harry Wayne from Royal Canvas Exotics, and you're tuning into Reptiles Unplugged.
You're Triple B. You're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
All right, here we go. So another Wednesday live. We got myself, obviously Joel here, and we got the co-host Adam, and then we'll let Adam take it up from here.
What's up, everybody? Yep, BeachBum Xotics here, Adam, and we've got the duo. We've got Ball Pythons 101 and Rats 101. You guys take it away. Let us know who you are.
What's up, guys? Hey, thanks for having us on tonight, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Glad we finally got it linked up. How you guys doing tonight?
Dude, hanging in there, man. Hanging in there right now.
Chats are rolling. I think people are doing good out there.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody's time showing up tonight,
Sure.
Wednesday night, for sure.
Yeah, Wednesday night's our night.
If anybody doesn't know, this is my father. I'm Chris Jr. This is Chris Sr. This is the foreman of our rat colony. And I'm the foreman of the snakes, but we do a little teamwork. We've done podcasts before, so we're looking forward to sit back down. It's been like 2 years since we sat down in front of a camera, so it'll be interesting to kind of see the growth, because it's just a journey that we're on. That's right.
Definitely, man. I remember, getting those Instagram lives with you guys, pop-ups, and it was so much fun, man. I really enjoyed those evenings. You guys showing us what you would do, egg cuttings, all of it. It was a lot of fun. Always appreciated the kind of community you bring, man, enthusiasm that you both bring. The Wild Man and you, Chris. So.
I know you run a lot of those. Joel has seen you on a lot of those. That was the thing back in 2017. That's when Instagram really evolved, or Internet 2.0 evolved, where we got all these new features, and I was like, let's try them.
Right,
and,
right.
Live video still is way underutilized, but that used to be our thing. We would kind of like what we did for this show, hey, going live tonight at 9:00. That's what we would do. We would make it like a main event for us and go live, and I think we're going to probably get back into that. And the cool thing is, you can have a second, third camera. You can go live on Facebook, live on Instagram. You can also turn it into a YouTube video. So then you can do little cuts of that to promo it. So it really is cool just to get the cameras rolling. Man, if I could pay someone to follow me around with a camera and just record me all day for me, I would do that.
Yeah, I think you got somebody right there, right?
We probably have to edit out 99% of what I do, but
hey, dude, that doesn't matter. That's reality TV, right?
You just need anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. You're golden, man. So.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But yeah, we were looking forward to that. Getting back on a live video tonight, and we'll cut some eggs at some point. No rush, but I've been dying to get into this clutch that is coming up. So it's on day 54. And I figure we'll do it tonight.
Right.
I'm excited about that. Oh, man, that'll be cool. That'll be a first time that'll take place on our show for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
I know, not everybody supports the egg cutting, and I like to go closer to when they pip. I used to be a cut on day 50, dude, and I've never had issues. But anymore, it just seems a little early. So 54, 55, 56, first pip, I usually do a couple snips, but, nothing too crazy.
Right. Yeah, that's, I know there's a lot of controversy, I feel like, kind of floating around about egg cutting and all of that stuff. But, man, I like you were saying, that 55-day first egg, or, even that first pip out, I've, in my vast experience, I've never had anything negative come from that.
Yeah, it's funny to see that the industry is so split on, do not cut. Yeah, some people probably cut a little too early and this and that, but at the end of the day, people should just do what they want to do, and be happy.
That's it, right? You do you, right? There's no rule book. you know.
Exactly.
And that's the thing that kind of sometimes cracks me up about this community. It's like, you know, everybody fights like there's some rule book out there that certain people are violating. And it's like, hey, you know, if it's working for you, you do that, right? Like, and if it's not, then hey, offer your experience of why it didn't work. That, you know, it's all about teaching, offering things like that, right? But don't just come out and say you're doing it wrong. And if I come back and say, well, why? Tell me why. And you have nothing other than say, well, this is what I read in a book. Well,
It's
man,
not
you know,
natural.
yeah, get out of here. Like, you know.
Absolutely.
I think when you cut an egg, I don't really think it takes anything away from that snake.
Yeah, I mean, some people do some pretty bad butcher jobs, and you know.
There's exceptions to every rule.
Not
I
really.
guess it depends. I mean, if they're hitting like big veins and this and that, but I mean, people want to write it off that hey, we're doing it to save a snake, and you know, you might save a snake, but I think most people are just a little impatient and they want to see what they get. Hey, that's okay, you know, and that's what we'll do tonight on day 54. So I'm pumped for this footage.
Dude, I like it.
Yeah, man, me too.
I like
can't
it.
wait.
How's your all's hatching season going right now? Like, what do you have going on in your incubator? Like, what's in there? I mean, you don't have to say everything, but I'm just curious, like, where you're at in your breeding seasons.
So, you know, mine's taken a really weird turn. It started out very good. I had 4 clutches laid, and then I'm stalled out. And I've got like 2 projects that I thought were going. Females now are back on food. They're still hanging around their water bowls. So, I mean, they may just choose to go when they go. These are going to be first season breeders for me. But adults that I got from a few other people, like last season, like they've been with me for a little over a year now. But so we'll see what they do. So I don't know. Like I'm kind of stalled out in that aspect. But Miguel and I, you know, always evolving. We've got a hypo puzzle project that we're running to a bunch of females. Yeah, so you know, Miguel's kind of saving my season right now.
Hey, that's okay. Yeah, I saw him post that little collab you got going on. That's tight.
Yeah,
I
we
think
got
we'll
that.
see more collabs in the hobby.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, a lot of me, all industries collab. You know, even the beer industry collabs, or different breweries will brew a beer together, for instance. So
Yeah.
I think we'll see more of that probably in our hobby.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it helps being friends, right? Like this wasn't like just like a random call and female or male sent one way or the other, you know, and that's kind of how this stuff goes, right? And it is important to kind of network and you know, get to know people out there. I mean, it's difficult. It takes time, right? But you know, yeah, it's important. So
100%.
So Adam, you said that your snakes are back on food. Now you are talking about rats, right?
yeah, yeah. Pops, do you have any advice with the rats, man?
Yeah, you just keep going. You're doing all right.
Joel, what about you, man? What you got going on right now as far as your breeding season, this and that?
Man, I'm wrapped up right now. I had actually kind of like a weird thing. I had been pairing up some scaleless heads, and it just didn't do. They didn't do anything. But went in and pulled out the tub yesterday, and the girl was laying on her back, and then earlier today she was inside her water dish. So I was like, I don't know what's going on there, but I mean, for me, I feel like the season's all up and ready to go. So hatched out a pretty cool couple cool snakes. So can't be too upset about that. That's for sure.
Right? Yeah, I saw you hatched out some really nice clutch. So was it like 2 months ago?
Yeah. I had that.
Was that the clown pied clutch?
I had a clown pied last year. I had a pastel highway that was a posset pied, and I bred that to a gravel or yellow belly pied, and she proved out to be het pied, and so hit that. I think we were talking with Justin, and I think that pastel highway pied that I hit, it might actually be a super gravel pied. Or pastel super gravel. So that's like just like that's insanity to have something like that already. But yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know, man. But
Don't downplay that last clutch that you had, man. That thing is amazing, right?
Dude, it
You
was
had the
pretty
yellow
badass.
belly clown clutch, right? Wasn't it something like
Yep.
that recently?
Yeah. Had a
That
leopard
time-
yellow belly.
That was sick.
Yeah. I produced a really cool yellow belly clown out of that too. That's going off to a certain someone here in chat. But yeah, that snake's really pretty.
You know, it's amazing how sometimes like the simpler genes, like, you know, just yellow belly clown, you'll see an awesome example of it, right? Like,
Right.
you know, and it's important to snag those snakes when you see them. Like, that's going to help elevate you in a certain direction, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not all about just stacking, right? Like, sometimes it's about scooping up quality. Like,
Yeah, getting the right animals at the right time to build like your future, you know, like Adam and I were kind of talking about this the other day, and it kind of, I feel like, segues into like, you know, the market and stuff like that is you know, having that just solid group instead of having a ton of snakes is almost more important nowadays, I feel like, than like the mass produce style. Have you?
Yeah.
100%. I got a couple talking points on that. Just some things I've been thinking about. So it's interesting, you know, like when I got into the hobby, I mean, I was like a lurker 2011. That's when I was on like the BP, BP-net.
Yeah,
you know,
BP-net.
the Ball Python
Yeah.
forum, BP forum or something like that.
Yep.
Tons of good information on there. I was a lurker. That's how I kind of, you know, got familiar. I would be on King Snake every single day, and I would literally like go through and like obsession like click on every ad, and I would just look at the pictures and read the ad, and I was just like a dreamer basically, you know, and I was like learning these genetics. And what a time to do it, because back in 2011 basically everything on King Snake was single genes, double genes, couple triples. Like, there wasn't all these complex combos. So when I got
Right.
in, I was able to learn like what a pastel is and like what a pastel lesser looks like. So my brain was kind of, you know, able to like catch on and grow with the industry. Man, people getting in now, holy moly! Like, I feel like no one takes it back to basics hardly anymore. I mean, to be fair, we rarely hatch the basic stuff. You know, when I say we, I'm talking in general in the hobby.
Right.
Everything's hatched, but as far as what's really getting the main stage is like front runner combos. So I don't know. Like, that's why like I've been trying to do these more breakdown videos. It's just people need to like make sure we're pulling the newbies along with us. And, being humble to that. But I find it interesting. Going back to what you were speaking about, building the foundation. So I remember when I started buying snakes, it was like 2014, and someone told me, they were like, "Oh, yellow belly clown, don't invest in it. Yellow belly doesn't do anything with clown." Maybe they saw like a couple crappy examples, but here we are now, what, 5-6 years later, and right now yellow belly is extremely hot in clown.
Dude, it's pivotal in clown, I feel like.
Yeah, and then yellow belly is the unlocker for like, you know, going like freeway, highway,
Right.
super dry.
Right.
And it just that opens up the blushing, and that's like, you know, in general, I feel like people want nice pattern and teardrops like on clowns. But anyway, another thought, I'm just kind of being random here. So, you know, some people, I mean, I know Justin, he coined the term like follow your own highway or something like that, follow your own path, you know, and you'll hear this reoccurring theme in the hobby where I feel like it's almost targeted to new people to like, don't copy me, don't produce what I'm producing, stay out of my way, I was here before you. And like, I just feel led to speak on this because I'm gonna speak on it for me,
Right?
Because I started producing in 2015. I had 4 clutches in 2015. I had 20 clutches in 2016. 17 was, I think, 21 clutches. 18 was like 30 clutches, and then this year I'll probably hit about 40 clutches. So I've had a nice progression. So here's the deal. So I'm coming into like my 4th and 5th season in breeding. Well, guess what? I'm not on my own path yet, but that's okay because I'm setting myself up to go on my own path. And that's one thing that's not talked about enough, I feel like, for the newbies. It's like, you know what? You want to make spot-nosed clowns? Yeah, sure. Everybody else has already done it, but you need those to eventually take your own route. You need clown females to take your own route. You need piebalgs to take your own route. So you need highways, like, or just whatever.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're
as far
saying.
as combos, but like I would never make someone feel bad for producing combos that are already made, because that's just the name of the game. It's just the only way you're going to set yourself up to take your own path is once you do have a foundation set up. You know how I started? I bought like 5 clowns, I bought like 5 piebalgs, and now they're all mature breeders, and I can insert a different male every year. That's like a blank canvas for each season.
Yep.
So that's just kind of how I set my collection up. I feel like a lot of people are kind of scared to like teach that. But I think if someone's getting into the hobby and they want to like sometimes I dream about it. I'm like, okay, if I was starting blank right now, how would I do it? I would do it exactly how I did it 5 years ago, but I would just buy more because they're cheaper. Dude, you can buy clown females for like $400.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
like
dude.
$3,000. What's $4,000 divided by 300? Does anybody have a clue?
Too much math. Too much math.
10 or something like
$3
that.
grand. What was it? $4,000 divided by 300.
$4,000 divided by 400. There's like 10 of them, right?
400.
That's like 7.
It's 10 of them. At 400, it's 10.
Okay, so if I had $8,000, I would spend $4,000 and I'd buy 10 clown females. I spend another $4,000 and buy 10 piebald females. Then I would spend $8,000. Then I would probably spend like $5,000 on a clown combo male and another $5,000 on a clown combo pied. And then in 2 or 3 years, breed that out, and you'll immediately make all your investment back plus holdbacks. And then another 2 or 3 years, you can then take your own path.
Right.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
Sure. I don't know. I just wanted to put it on record. There's my newbie guide. But
if I'm a new breeder of snakes, and I know what you're doing looks good, and it makes me feel comfortable, I'm going to do what you're doing for the first couple of years. What's wrong with that?
There ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't know. Is ball pythons a pyramid scheme?
Well, I mean,
duh.
When I'm trying to explain it to a lot of people, that is kind of the easiest way to describe it, right? Because every year there's more product produced, right? So it depends when you buy in and how much of that product will be available by the time you're breeding, right? The time that you're buying is not the price that you should be setting in your mind that you're going to get, right? Like, if your only intention is to recreate, right? Like, but if you're going for like next level stuff, right, where you're going to be shooting for the long game, well, that price may not matter as much to you, right? You just grab it when you need it, and then you're going to work that project, right? But yeah, the recreate game, and that's okay too, right? Like, it's a strategy, right? But you just have to be aware of what you're doing,
Yeah,
people get disappointed on the recreate game very much every year. I hear it every year.
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
And that's the kind of the name of the game, though, because it's gonna anything. This is like real estate in a sense, There's then more real estate every year. There's more and more real estate, so the real estate value is going to go down, and that's like the investment side of this. Like, that's where we're at,
Yeah, but there may be more real estate, but there's always more buyers. That's true.
Exactly.
That's what we have a
Exactly.
heart for.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking buyers as more fellow reptile lovers out there.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's like burning that midnight oil together to bring like more people in. So I mean, you have that also as far as the demand is expanding with the supply.
Yep.
Right.
We could use the infamous P word, passion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about
It's
that.
awesome, man. It's just such an awesome hobby. It's interesting. Because I was in college, I was such a lost soul. I'm fairly intelligent guy. I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I was like, maybe I want to be a doctor. So then, like, I went to school for 2 years, and it was cool. Like, I loved the biology classes. But then once I got into the pre-med stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doctor material at all. Like, it ain't gonna happen at all. So then I basically dropped out. Then I thought about maybe.
So he gives me a call. He's like, "Pops, I'm getting the HEL out of here."
I told you the spells. But so then I was like, maybe I always find this cool. I was gonna go to school to be a heart sonographer and use ultrasound.
Yeah.
So cool. like, cause I'm breeding ball pythons full time now. Like, yeah, I have like a little side job. I like do some bartending, bar pack on the side, but yeah, I support myself out of this 9-foot by 11-foot room.
Awesome.
But cause just going back to how I built my collection, I was buying my clowns for like $1,300 a piece in 2013.
Right.
What are they going for now? 300 or 400? I don't care though, because I over-indexed on my males that harvest your crop. But anyway,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What a blessing to. It's funny. I didn't go to college. Here I am as a profession using an ultrasound on a professional level and also teaching. Whereas if you worked at a hospital, you wouldn't even be in a position to probably teach publicly because you're under contract with corporate America. Right.
To not do that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I did banking. I did mortgage for like the last 5 years. That's how I built my collection. Is I basically like lived like a poor man and dumped every paycheck into buying snakes for like 4 years straight. I was a mortgage processor. I didn't do like crazy good, but I was making like 50 G's a year. So I would just dump like, I had a divorce. I was moved back in with pops. And it was just like, what a time in my life to just go all in. I was going all in. I cashed in my 401k. It wasn't much, but I went all in on this because it's what I wanted. And I knew it was my ticket for happiness. And for me, happiness is everything. When I'm in here with my little black gloves on, cleaning snake poo all day, I'm like still in my zone. I'm doing content while I'm working. I'm taking, I'm like, that's a new thing for me, by the way. You guys should try it. When you're in your Instagram DM, do video responses. That's my absolute new favorite thing. For one, typing, I'm a fast typer now, but it's like, no, I get way too many messages to be typing it out.
You said video response, you mean verbal?
No, I mean, no, actual video. So, on the DM, the Instagram DM, you can hit like the little video, and I'm just like, say someone's like, hey, yo, got a question, blah, 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 blah. I'll just be like, blah, 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 respond. And it's like super quick. It's super personal.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
I got like people like, in the military, for instance, in like other countries, like doing video responses back. So it just makes it like way more personal, and you can get a picture, get a face behind the account. But that's my new thing is video responses through DM.
Hey, that's a solid tip.
I've been getting the video responses all week from Chris. We've been chatting by video. Yeah. Yeah.
I was doing mine when I was driving. I was hitting up Joel.
Yeah.
That's how I hit you up. I think I was driving. I was like, yo, when we doing this podcast.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's what I told Adam. I was like, dude, Chris sent me a video asking when we're gonna get this together, and I was like, dude, I thought it was pretty funny.
But man, I just love it. Like I just kind of want to take a minute to I can't speak enough for the gratitude that I have for this hobby, the people I've met, the animals. I have so much gratitude for the animals. Just gratitude. Like my paycheck is just being able to do this every day. And I don't mean to sound cheesy and corny, but honestly, like I've worked crummy jobs where I've done bill collecting. I still do a side job where I'm mopping this and that, but that also brings humbleness in. But man, like if anybody is thinking like I want to take, and that's everybody's decision to answer. Do you want to do this, and do you want to get rich? Do you want to support your hobby and let it pay for itself? Do you want to quit your day job? Do you want to like drop one of your jobs? Do you want to pay off some debt, or do you just want to do it to do it? Like that's what someone has to answer for themselves, and that's up to them. But for me, going all in and making a lifestyle out of this has been the best decision I've made in my life, because I wake up every morning and I have creative output, which is very important for me to have. And I'm not saying I'm the most creative person, but I usually try to throw it. Like I have a personal what word am I looking for? Requirement, or I promise myself that I put content out every single day.
Right.
So and I've done that for 5-6 years straight, and my brand has just built itself. I mean, I hit the pavement still. Like even my podcast, I just dropped my podcast on Monday.
I gotta plug that. Yeah, where do people find that?
Well, okay, so right now it's only on Spotify. So I used Anchor, and that's another thing I want to talk about. For me, okay, so I see so many people that hit me up. They're like, yo, like I want to do the YouTube, or I want to start the social media page. It's like, just start and don't overthink it. So I I don't know if you guys remember, I was going to do a podcast in 2017. Do you remember that? When I was like, yo, podcast coming. It was like,
Yeah.
Guess what? It never happened. Right. I spent like $1,100 on some crazy nice studio, and there was like so many cords, and like it was so confusing. So it just didn't get done. But guess what? I downloaded the Anchor app. It was free. It's where you can like do a phone call. And I just did my podcast and dropped it because it was easy. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
simple.
I don't sit down and I don't use Premiere Pro to do my editing for YouTube videos. I use my cell phone, and I don't care. Some people think that's cheesy. Guess
Noob
what?
gang.
Our cell phones
That's
have
noob
nice
status.
lights, 4K cameras. Dude, it's all about what lets you get it done. And I don't judge myself. I really don't. That's why, like, I don't like. Sometimes I'll sing "Happy Birthday" to my snakes on social media to 56,000 people. Like, I do things on purpose to where if I mess up, I don't care. Like, I just have momentum going, and I just go, and I don't pay any attention to judgment.
You know, you talking about, you guys have so much technology. I can remember back, dude, I can remember back in the day when I had a rotary phone calling my girls. You better hope Ron ain't watching this.
You mean female ball pythons, right?
Yeah.
But hey, that's for real. And before that was party lines. You pick the phone up and like, can I talk to somebody? Can you please hang up in a couple of minutes? We had like 4 party lines going on.
Adam knows about them party lines.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure you do. But hey, it's all good. Hey man, we are technology.
My grandpa used to scare me about the operator. He'd tell me, when you pick up that phone, if the operator's on the other line, she's gonna get you, man. She's gonna get you.
That was just you know what?
I used to be the guy on the 3-way calls where like I'd be like, all right guys, I'm hanging up, and then I wouldn't hang up, and I'd say keep listening.
And I couldn't believe that was even happening. 3-way call? Are you kidding me?
I don't think me and you's ever had a 3-way
No,
call.
I'm talking about, I can remember when that happened. 3-way calls? I'm like, what?
Yeah, now here we are. We're having a 4-way video chat live now.
Right.
Yeah. Technology is
Unreal.
Yeah,
You know?
it is unreal. It allows all of us to communicate. Like, I mean, just, you know, Chris, like you were bringing up the forums. I kind of did the same thing around the same time period I was lurking on like BLBC, you know, ballpython.net, you know, well before like the Facebook kind of era took place with the groups and stuff. So, you know, you get a lot of information, and before you would have had to call them up like Pops did, you know, through the party line and ask them, how the hell do I breed this thing? Right, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Or send your list through the mail. I heard, you know, back in the day, everybody mailing their available list, postage, you know, snail mail, back in magazines.
I love snail mail.
I'm still
Snail
using
mail.
snail mail. He mails all of his bills in still.
Hey,
I'm like, man, I could save you in postage.
we're working on that.
You know, it's actually,
We're
it's
really
more
talking about
secure. It's more secure to do it digitally now than it is through the snail mail, man. Like, somebody snipes your check, you're done.
You're right, Adam. You're right.
Yeah. No, but dude, so you know, so you got the podcast going, you're running your snakes, social media, all that type of stuff. I mean, how much time is that taking you through the week? Like, yeah, I like asking that question. You know, cleaning snakes.
What's your time requirement?
Yeah.
So I'm on a.
So with he don't have no requirements. He's got banker's irons. No.
I used to have the big. No, I mean, to be fair, like each year the responsibilities increase, and of course it's all self-starting. I mean, I open every single snake tub. I have 256 heads in this room, which maybe we'll show the room a little bit towards the end. I don't want to mess with the camera right now, but
Right.
so I got 256 heads. I go through every single tub every day. I work 7 days a week in this snake room. To go and then I use paper towels. I switched to paper towels from coconut mulch. I love it a lot more. To be fair, I wasn't using a high grade coconut mulch. It was kind of dusty. the low grade that I was using. But I like paper towels, so that means I change a lot of tubs. Probably 30% of my collection gets new towels every day. But
Okay.
you know, so to go through my whole collection, it just depends because I'm multitasking the whole time. Like my page stays really busy and I'm humbled by it, but some days, and it depends what I'm pushing on my content and how much I'm interacting, I might get 100, 200, 300 messages in one day. I go to bed with unanswered messages every single day. So I know some breeders stress about that. I do eventually get to every message, but it's as much as I want to do. Normally, as soon as I wake up, I'll check my Mark Market emails, this and that. I might do some. I'm getting back into YouTube, so I'm trying to like record, little episodes every day. Podcast, I'm committed to. I want to do 100 episodes in my first year. Very committed to that. Very, very committed to this podcast. And
That's about 2 a week.
About 2 a week. Yeah, that's our goal, is to drop about 2 a week. My co-host Andrew from Pythons Unlimited, want to tag him. Andrew, my dude, man, I appreciate for real you hanging tight with me, and he kind of helped push me on that. He's got such a good radio voice, so when I'm podcasting with him, it really helps me calibrate my voice too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it works out, man.
Yeah, but it's cool because he's like 21. He's new to the hobby, kinda, and I'm not considering myself a veteran, but to be fair, I've been around a little bit now. So
yeah.
So we, as him being a co-host, we kind of have like a mentor-mentee like relationship, so it works out well. But yeah, I just every day I wake up, what needs to be shipped today? Is there what messages needs responded? Who needs photos sent to them? I'm like running a legit business here, like, in customer service is everything. So I owe people pictures when snakes shed out. I don't really do the whole wait list anymore because I found no one ever follows through hardly on that anyway. And if they want it, they'll seek me out.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect anybody that does the whole wait. You see a lot of noobs. They're like, "Hey, I got this clutch now. Contact me if you want on a wait list." I mean, it's a bit overkill, but it's all good.
Yeah.
You were there once.
I was there one for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
I really try not to judge people. Like, everybody has to taste things and see what works for them. And
Right.
I'm always adjusting and evolving. But yeah. So it's really cool because this is like a content heaven. Being a snake breeder, because there's 4 or 5 main captures, and I think this is not talked about enough in our hobby. So here's the 5 main content captures that everybody should be doing. If you're a breeder, I mean, everybody wants to sell their snakes. They want to get their name out. I mean, to be fair, I'm very blessed with the reach I get. I mean, my name certainly helps me, but to be fair, I was also Chris Searcy Reptiles up until about 12,000 followers. So I built it off of my name, and then I switched over to Ball Pythons 101. I about crapped my pants when I found that name was available, and I was like, you know what? I'm snagging it. I like it, and it's something I can grow into.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe I can do it justice. Dude, I got like 60 years left in the breeding game.
Right.
Really let that sink in.
So I remember when Chris came to me and he's like, "Pops, you need to get Rats 101 left." I got like 60 years left in the breeding game also.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
Pops is gonna get frozen and brought back to life.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to get cryogenically
Cryo,
frozen
man.
as well. Hell yeah.
But the five things. So
I throw you off. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was thinking about this. So that's another thing that I'm like, there's not one piece of content that's gonna make your stuff happen or make you known. I mean, yeah, you to be fair, you can hatch out a clutch that can put you on the map. I did it
100%.
kinda in 2016. I don't know if you guys remember. I hatched 3 banana pie paradoxes in one clutch.
Yeah.
And those kind of went semi-viral, and I don't think that's like put me on, but it certainly helped. That was like an insane clutch. So it's almost like playing the lottery, man. Every time you open an egg up, man, you just never know. Like, there's going to be something crazy that's going to go viral in there. And that's another thing. Right now, something that's really hot is Instagram. What is their like little TV section called?
IGTV.
IGTV. The algorithms opened up on that for anybody listening. So, like, if you have like a 20, 30, 40, normally it's a minute and under, right? So always make your videos at least like a minute and 1 second, or 2 minutes, whatever. and then post it as IGTV, they have the algorithm opened up 100%. I got a video right now that's got 88,000 views from like a week ago.
Right.
All my
right.
videos are getting like 6, 10, 15,000 views versus if I do it as a regular video, I'll get like 1,500 views. So there's like a little tidbit for you guys
That's cool
listening to go IGTV. It's opened up. And here's why I think it's opened up. YouTube made an agreement with the FTC in July that they're only going to push educational content that is children safe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard about that or not. So
Yeah.
if you look, some pages, no matter how much subscribers they have, really tanked on their drops. And I'm actually tanked. I relaunched my YouTube and I'm putting out legit content and I'm still getting like 200 or 300 views. So I'm trying to like seep back into the educational, children safe, videos. And like, I know I heard some people complaining how like Brian Barczyk, they don't like his new style, but to be fair, like, he's just evolved, and whoever evolves like to the current atmosphere we're in is gonna rise to the top. But now,
definitely.
It's children safe content that's educational.
Yeah.
Right.
I think my Facebook, how they're shutting down Facebook groups. Did y'all hear about that? How they shut down the FBI group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some BS, dude. What a shame.
That is
what
a shame.
For our hobby to lose them groups. But that's why the Morph Market Forum, I think that might take off.
I think it's going to as well. Yeah. I was kind of seeing that a couple years ago when Facebook really started restricting certain things that you would post, or if you had the dollar sign next to something and they considered it live animal, bam, it would get restricted. So I think going back to the forums is really going to help us. And like fauna classifieds, remember the BOI on fauna classifieds? I remember when I made my first purchase from an online dude, Vesper ball pythons, actually.
One of my first from them.
Yeah. And he was my first online purchase. Before that, it was all local shows. And I looked him up on the BOI. I was like, okay, is this safe? Not safe? So it really does. We need something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And for anybody that hasn't been paying attention to Morph Market, that is a really cool thing they're doing right there with that community page. And that's getting that's another way to get exposure, is just doing that, because everybody goes to that page.
100%. Like, people sleep on hacking attention. Let me tell you how I'm even sleeping on it, but here's how I hacked attention on Morph Market Forum recently. So they featured the top 3 forum posts on their main page. You know how many people log into Morph Market?
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
A
lot of people.
Yeah,
it
is.
Ads that's had 60,000 views on Morph Market sitting there a month or two. So guess what? I made a simple forum post just sharing a clutch, not salesy, just like, hey, I hatched out these piebalgs or whatever. So I got ranked top 3. And it was up there for like 4 days. So right there is just exposure for me. I just try to hack the attention every single day. And you better believe I hit the pavement too. One-on-one, hard. You cannot underestimate making friends, connections, even my podcast. Like, I'm not one to just like, I don't pimp out my stuff like, hey, trying to get views, like, can you watch this? But the one-on-one, like, that is the biggest value, is just one-on-one friendships. It really is.
100%. Yeah. I mean, just literally reaching out and being like, hey, that was a cool video, and just seeing what happens, right? Like, you know what I mean? Just being kind of real about it. You're saying you don't need to pimp it out where you're like forcing it down somebody's throat, where it's just like,
hey, check out my video.
Dude,
I've
gotten hit up before, like, hey, here's my video, go like it. Or I just put this on Instagram, go like it. Dude, I will immediately unfollow from somebody if they demand a like or something from me. No, that's not how this works. Dude.
Whoa, Adam. All right, we get it.
Like, well, no, I mean, honestly, that's rude, right? Like,
no, I agree. Yeah, oh, jeez, dude. That's why Adam unfollowed me. Right. It's all coming together, dude.
Let me pull up the phone.
I haven't seen much BeachBum content lately.
You got blocked.
I've been sleeping. I have been sleeping.
He's been sleeping. I want to say the 5 things real quick. So here's like the 5 captures you can do if you're breeding snakes. Capture the ovulation, capture the eggs getting laid, capture the babies hatching, and you can capture the first shed. right there is your 4 main pieces of content that you can capture just from nature doing nature.
Yeah.
And it also kind of sets you up in documents. Here's what I haven't wanted to say it publicly. I don't really care. No one really follow throughs on advice anyway. So
True.
Here's like what I want to do. And I wanted to do this since like when I started. I thought it would be so cool to make YouTube videos like this. Many documentaries on how babies are made. So here's how the YouTube video would play out. Let's just assume it's a 5 or 10 minute video. It starts off with maybe me being like, all right, I'm going to pair this adult with this adult. Then I have a clip of the introduction of the male. Then I have a clip of the lock. Then I have maybe a clip of lock 2. Then maybe like put dates on it. And then I show a clip of the ovulation with a date. Then I show a video clip of her laying it. Then I show a video clip of me collecting it. You know, nothing too drawn out, you know, but just kind of show like a cool little timeline and like maybe put some dramatic music. And then I show a clip of them hatching. Like that, for me, that would be the ultimate way to advertise a clutch and also bring value on teaching people the whole timeline of breeding. So you're not only teaching people how to breed, but you're also advertising what you're producing.
Right. Yeah.
Without being salesy.
Right.
I have no respect for people that only post what they have for sale. They're not contributing to this hobby they're taking. That's just my opinion on that. Hardly anyone is that extreme. Most people do bring some value, but there really are some pages that are just like, here, buy this, buy this.
Yeah, availability list.
You don't even know what they look like, you know, like as a person. It's like, who are you?
I want to thank everyone for all the inquiries that they give me on trying to buy rats and everything. I love you all, but you know, we just got to do what we're doing here. But just, you know, stick around and breed your rats and feed your snakes. You know
yeah. I dig that. I dig that. I like where your head's
love
at.
Pop's public service announcements, like
Yeah.
Pop said.
Pop does have the PSAs for sure. Hey, we're gonna get Pops more involved in my content also. With you know, we really want to like get in there and show people like, because there really is a lot to breeding rats. It's simple, but when we first started, man, we went through a lot of trials and tribulations and losing.
I would like to ask you guys. So when you enter your snake room, do you ever expect the unexpected? Because when I enter my rat room, I always expect the unexpected.
That's a heavy question right there, actually. That's so loaded, man.
That's loaded.
No, I always expect that fresh, musky, cold air, that 80-degree slight musk just breeze across my face through the beard, and it's just a beautiful day. I don't want no off smells. I don't want no crazy temps.
When I enter my rat room, I expect that there's a rat out there that just can't lay off of the water spigot, and she's got a flooded tub or she loves to shower. And that's the truth. I have one today. She loved to shower.
He means like they'll keep their
They hold it on, yeah.
Yeah, or back.
They hold it on.
Yeah, some of them do that. It's crazy.
All you gotta do is change them out.
Yeah.
Or the worst ones is when they get loose and then they're like chewing on the water line.
Oh man.
And it's like squirting in the air. We've had them. It's ridiculous, but
yeah.
But no, every day.
But the best thing is when I go out to the rat room and I get that fresh litter of pinks. Thank you, Mama Rat.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm loving.
Yeah, having your own personal rat breeder, like, I mean, 100%. I'm easily probably the most blessed in the hobby having this man like being the brains of my rat operation. I mean, I'm in there a lot with you too, and we do it together. But man, what a relief it's taken off me financially and mentally to have this man like behind the brains behind my rat operation.
Yeah, so Pops, what are you feeding your rats, if you don't mind me asking? Like, are you using a specific?
We're using the Missouri.
Okay.
F6 Missouri.
F6. Okay.
That's what we feed.
5LL2.
And we do use a 5LL2. They call it
lab block or something.
It's a lab.
Yeah,
block.
lab block. Yeah.
But,
that's for like feeders and mice, but we use
for the young ones.
Some people say Missouri. I think it's pronounced Missouri.
I've heard Missouri also. I don't know. I'll stand corrected if somebody from the company calls me and lets me know.
Yeah, dude. Make a better name, damn it.
They probably don't know either.
Yeah, they don't.
But you threw you threw some what did you throw under eggs or something the other day?
Yeah. There's a lot of times when your rats, right after having a litter, when they're maybe on a week break or getting right into breeding, you can give them some boiled eggs, which gives them a lot of calcium, and they love them.
The
anyway.
shells and all
the
that.
shells and everything.
The black sunflower seeds.
Black sunflower
Black
seeds.
sunfowers, right.
Just as a treat. It's only a
Yeah.
treat. Maybe once or twice a week. But when it comes to rat breeding, I mean, I really enjoy it. I love my rats. I'll spend like 30 minutes a day in my rat room, and
Right.
I'm good. And then once a week we do our cleaning,
Which is then running like what, 5 hours, 6 hours if we take a lunch break or something.
Yeah, if we take a lunch break, you're looking at maybe 6 hours. If we're out there and he's not talking too much, we can get it done in like 4.
We should have been doing podcast. We should have like
Oh, I know,
we should
for
do
real.
a rat room podcast. Like
Hell yeah. You just
that's
hook
where
up lapel mics.
Yeah, and just go to town,
Right, I
dude.
was thinking maybe GoPro
And
was on the
GoPro,
board or
both.
something.
Yeah. GoPro and a lapel mic, and bam.
But let me hand it to you guys. I mean, if you don't like feeding live rats, that's all good. You get the frozen thawed, man. That's great. But your snake's got to eat.
Right.
Yeah,
Point blank,
definitely.
Your snake's
Yeah.
got to eat.
Yeah.
We got to feed our snakes.
And real quick, just I know I didn't really answer your question at all, but like, I don't know. I'm probably putting in my snake room daily, on average, 7 days a week. Let's say probably about 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
And social media is from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed.
Yeah, that's
That's
never
just
ending.
self-driven.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll take a day or two off where I won't even answer DMs or look at them. I'll look at some depending on who it is, like close friends and stuff or
Yeah.
customers. But yeah, that is like a personal goal of mine to answer every single message
Dude,
I get, even
DMs stack up though, man. I don't have a massive following there on Instagram, but man, they stack up on me quick, and I just get like a little overwhelmed, and so it's tough, dude.
Video responses.
Yeah, dude. So when you were saying that, like that's actually kind of a good idea, because I'd like to start like right in the morning. I try to like dedicate like an hour to just like doing all the DMs and the replies on YouTube and stuff like that. Just try to get everything out of the way. So yeah, that is a big time, I feel like, constraint that a lot of people aren't talking about, is just the amount of time you're putting into social media outside of the time you're putting into their snake room is, dude, it's demanding.
I laugh anytime I try to be respectful if I'm at dinner with someone, but like anytime anyone gives me crap about being on my phone, I'm like I'm not playing, I'm working right now, like 100% working.
Right.
So I take pride in that, though. I love it. It's helping people. 90% of the questions I field on social media are from people that haven't spent a dime with me. And I feel like if you want to participate in this hobby, that's a rite of passage in helping others and passing down knowledge. I mean, to be fair, most of what I known was passed down to me. Of course, there's a user knowledge and experience too, but it's just a mixture of both. But,
right.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Well,
I don't know. Are we getting to a point in time that
I feel
you
like
maybe want to do some?
Well, I feel like we should hit the lightning round. Let's hit the lightning round really quick.
Oh yeah, let's do lightning.
Yeah,
round
let's
first.
do the lightning round really quick, and then we'll
and-
do the egg cutting.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Pops and Chris, you guys both fire off your answer at the same time.
Yeah. This is addressed to both of you.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready? This is serious. This is gonna get crazy. Absolutely, you're gonna need your glasses.
Only if you want, man. Only if you
Get that
want.
rotary phone out right now. All right. So here we go. Lightning round. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska?
Hawaii.
Okay. What's your favorite candy?
Cherry.
Pistachios.
Beef jerky. All right. Got it.
Beer.
Beer.
Oh no, a New England IPA would be my favorite candy.
Okay. Fair enough. So are you a bath or a shower guy?
Shower.
Shower for sure, but a bucket list item is to have a hot tub.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
And a
enough.
sauna.
And a sauna,
Okay.
too.
Okay, so this is a fill in the blank. So Taylor Swift is blank. Fill it in.
Taylor Swift has soft hair.
Best answer ever.
Taylor Swift has a good hook on that B.O.B. song.
Soft hair. Oh my god. Oh,
That
that was
sounds creepy,
awesome.
but not at the same time.
Yeah, like almost admiring. Yeah. Okay. So now I guess we'll segue into the boxers or briefs.
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 Do you wear any at all?
I don't know what I wear is called.
Their boxer briefs.
That's a thong you got. I guess I didn't include thong.
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah. The G-string? Is that what you got on?
Do we know?
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Next question.
All right, so we got our last unofficial question is, your jeans that you wear, your pants. Are you a button jean guy or a zipper fly? Like, what kind of person are you?
I'm a zipper for sure.
Ah, figured.
Stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants. Okay, you're in neither. Yeah, he has the ties, the lasso. He has a lasso pant.
It's not turning out too well for Joel.
Yeah, dude. No, Rich is my guy, man. Rich is my guy. You see that post he posted with all those button fly jeans?
You have
Gosh.
to send that to me.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
funny,
that was on
man.
Shutterstock. That was
Yeah.
real. That's
No, dude, that was real. That was real. He's gonna repost it tonight, I bet. After that. All right, so
Get that clutch.
yeah, that kind of wraps it
Yeah,
up. Let's
good
see
one.
that clutch.
Good.
Let's cut this thing open.
All right, so this is a spot nose clown. Actually, let me grab them real quick.
Can we do this?
Yeah, I'm excited for this. This is our first egg cut on the live stream, so that's cool.
So this is the sire. Try to look at that headstand.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's
Dude, I
bang
love spot
for
nose
sure.
clowns. Spot nose clowns, man.
This is my spot nose clown. Very, very,
Great.
very nice male to have for sure. And then the mom was a black pastel het clown that I hatched myself in 2015. So, man, hopefully there's visuals in here. I'm pumped. All right,
Dude,
I'm gonna go
the
grab it.
whole clutch is gonna be visuals. You're on Reptiles Unplugged, man.
That's right.
Unplugged. So while he's away, does anyone have any rat questions?
Oh yeah, man. All right, so let's see. So so we covered food, right? We've
That's right.
water's important. You use
Yes.
drip line for that. Bedding. What's your preferred bedding?
We use the shavings, the big shavings. It's a pressed pine.
It's not pine. I thought, isn't it aspen?
No, it's pine. It's pine shavings.
Kiln dried pine.
It's kiln dried, and it's pine.
Right. Right. Okay.
And the rats like it.
We
They
get our rat food and bedding from Cincinnati Lab Supply.
Okay.
And, we just use like the compressed bedding that they said all the rat breeders use local, but what is it, like $6-7 for a whole bag
for
of
like
it?
5 cubic feet. Next question.
Okay.
Well, I got the question. Okay, so I turned the camera around.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're good. We're ready to
There we
roll,
go.
man.
Look at
Good,
that.
man.
Dude, look at this
As long as you're
quality.
feeding your snakes, you're good.
We got 6.
You didn't turn the camera around, did you?
You know what?
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
just
Yeah,
gonna
you did.
take this camera.
All I
out
see
of
is your guys' crotches. What just happened here?
All right, Pops. I'm gonna let you hold this in tight.
Hold on.
Zipper
I gotta get
PTSD.
my glasses on for this. Got to.
Anyway, for the viewers, I'll give a quick little reptile room tour. So this is where I house my 256 heads in this 9.5 by 11 foot room, and then we got like a little side room. This is my incubator right there.
Nice.
But you don't need no big space or nothing fancy. These are all PVC racks, and it's part of my brand. The Dusty PVC. So, all right. Is that
Right.
camera? Can you guys see me? You see me?
Yeah, I can see you now.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Let's do this.
Make it happen.
Dude, this feels old school with Pops recording and
I
Chris
know.
cutting right now. Hell yeah.
It's taking me back for sure. Dang, Pops, why don't you get your phone out and we'll take a video. Can you hold two videos?
You're asking me to do two.
Yeah, I do too.
Come on, get your phone out. We'll take a video and then maybe we'll drop that on YouTube.
I'm
too.
working on it.
Here, I got it.
Get that going.
Should we say your password out loud?
It don't matter.
69, 69.
He said we can change it.
So you up and running there?
All right, Pops is rolling on
right.
his phone too, just in case. All right, so these are on day 54. I'm not going to take too much off. I learned this. I think that I learned this from Billy from Mutation Creation. Kind of
Does the egg roll, dude?
Separates the vein or something, so you don't cut them. But anyway, let's do this. Oh, let me make sure I'm cutting the right clutch. All right, yep, this is the one.
Okay.
Hey,
This is your normal to normal.
I cut the wrong clutch before. Jeez.
Oh man.
It worked out though. We'll just say that.
You don't have to tell everything.
You're right. Pops always helps me pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes, bro.
Here we
All
go.
right, there's the first one. It looks like probably. I'm gonna go. Can you all see that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, is that
Probably
leopard spot nose?
black pastel spot nose head clown probably.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. If that's a female, I'll keep her.
Oh, for sure.
Nothing like keeping your own hets, right?
Yeah, duh. Yeah, 101's lighting is on point.
Yeah, definitely. Another.
What are you thinking? Another
Black
that's probably
pastel?
Black pastel head clown.
Yeah.
So the odds have it that half of these should be visual. So we got 6 eggs, and let's say the rest are going to be visuals probably.
100, never a doubt, dude. Never a doubt.
Let's say the best for last. Oh,
There we go. There we go.
I am.
Black. What do y'all think this is?
Black pastel, I would think. It's pretty orange.
Definitely black pastel clown.
Yeah.
It's got spot nose. Think it's got spot
Man.
nose in it.
I don't know. That's tough.
Hard to tell.
Let's see. Maybe we got some comparisons in here. Get that scissor in there. There we go.
Yeah, so for everybody watching right now, so this was a visual to a hat pairing. So
There we
anything
go.
that's not visual is going to be 100%. Oh, man, that's beautiful right there.
That's
little clown, it looks
reduced.
like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We got 2 more clowns coming at us.
That's right.
There it is.
I think
spot nose, yeah.
That clown there.
Dude, spot noses are like, I think they're one of the prettiest single gene snake, though.
I
They're
agree.
so cool, man. They are so cool. I don't have any of it. Actually, I do. Just kidding.
Is this the
I just
last
can't see
one?
Yeah. All right, this is the spot nose black pastel clown.
Yeah, here it is.
110%.
Oh!
Boom! Dude! Look at that.
Look at that
Look
head
at
That
that.
might just be a spot nose right there.
But look at that head stamp. That's awesome.
Dang. So dang. So,
Dude.
let's compare the two
We got 3.
bangers. I don't know if I hit the double. I think I got
I
that
think
might be black pastel spot nose. on
it
my
could
left
be.
here.
We'd have to see the head, I feel like, on that one.
Yeah, but that's the money shot right there. Look at that head stamp.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so
Look
wicked.
at that head stamp, dude. That thing's amazing.
Yeah, congratulations, dude. How rad is
Yeah,
that?
man.
All females,
Yeah.
too, right?
I mean, if you guys got 5 more minutes, I got another clutch I can cut too. That's on day 53.
Let's bring
Sure.
it. Let's bring it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll bring them out.
That's what we're here for.
Nah, you're good.
Alright. He's like, don't follow me.
So, hey, Pops, we had a question for you earlier about rats come in.
What's that?
How, like, what time period do you, see, here it was, for the females, like, how many litters, before you swap them out? What's your schedule with that?
We usually keep our females like 1 year is what we used to do, but now we actually keep them a little over a year.
Okay.
Because we actually are experiencing that our females are
Yeah, 1
they're
year
doing-
once they start breeding.
yeah, well, they start breed. You want to let your females grow up to like 3 months old to 4 months old before you start breeding them.
Okay.
So
Get some maturity.
Yes, get the maturity going on. at 3 to 4 months old, and then once you start breeding them at 3 to 4 months old, you can breed your females past a year, which puts them at probably a year and a half to like 18 months, maybe even 2 years old. You know what? I'm keeping my female rats as long as I can now.
Right.
Yeah, before I used to kind of switch them out at 1 year old, but now I'm keeping them as long as I can because they're producing and they're doing well.
I don't know what that says.
What is that right there?
I made myself some note there, but
That's a kick, ain't it?
I
That's
guess.
a kick out.
All right, I'll be honest. This clutch got a little Whoa, we good?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah,
still-
yeah. We back. We back.
Hold up.
Yeah, we can still
Got
see
it?
it.
All right. Okay, so these got a little dehydrated. I'm not gonna lie. Like the only one that looks bad is this one. There's probably not a living snake in that one, I would assume.
Yeah, man. I
For
just
some-
had a bad experience with that recently.
Yeah, it is what it is. I guess I didn't put enough water in this egg tub, so always learning. It's all good. But these are on like day 53, so we can go ahead and cut into these too. This is Desert Ghost, Het Clown to Pastel Clown, so it's probably easily another, banger clutch for me.
Right,
So
right.
this is,
Get a visual
anything
clown.
that's visual clown everything's 100% Desert Ghost and everything's 100% clown, which my favorite projects right now are Desert Ghost and Clown, no doubt. There it is, right there. That's it, money shot. There's
Dude.
a Clown, Het, Desert Ghost.
There it is, dude.
Man.
And that's the way to get your double recessives too, is trying to work in just one visual recessive, being het for like that. That narrows down your odds for that next breeding season so much.
Yes.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, look at how
Clown,
creamy
Het,
that one
Desert
is.
Ghost right there. Yes. Yes. Like one of the best. This is, it's awesome. I love this right now. Just seeing. Let me get a little feedback. Projects like come into play.
Right. Yeah, so that's a double het.
That would be a double het clown.
Double hat. Yep.
Because it was a DG het clown to pastel clown. Looks like pastel hasn't showed up yet, which I'm not really complaining. But pastel goes well with
DG, man. It looks great in DG. Clown.
Look at that. Is that a visual? That's a visual clown right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah.
Looks,
So
yeah. From
This
the
is
set
actually
crack,
this is two clutches in one. So the ones that have an H on it are from my het. I believe this was Spot Nose Clown the het. So we'll go. They were late on the same day, so I threw them in the same tub. I'll separate them here in a day or so once the recording comes out. Oh, Bubba, look, there we go. There we go. There's the
Dude.
visual clown.
Dude, we're at 4 clowns now?
Something like that. So, but those are the hets. That's not het DG.
Right,
That's the
okay.
eight. I'll definitely separate these probably tomorrow just to keep the integrity of the genetics. For sure. Wow, what is this? Guess that's a spot nose. That looks like a spot nose. That's probably a spot nose.
Probably,
Spot nose
yeah.
clown. This was spot nose clown, the het clown on these right here.
There you go.
Oh man, another
go.
clown.
There we go.
Man, the darks in that one look so light it almost looks hypo.
I
mean,
know.
hypo's not a
Yeah.
possibility. But
It's crazy. That might be a spot nose clown. There's maybe a
definitely spot nose looking at the pattern.
Yeah, I would say so. Hopefully, because I know the clown genetics. I got the female from Metal Monkey Exotics, and for sure probably looking at Blade in there. So they would probably be a little reduced pattern. There's another clown right there.
There you go, dude.
Yeah, these got a little dehydrated. Kind of feel bad about that, but live and learn,
Heck yeah, man. What can you do?
So there's
Yeah.
probably something that didn't make it.
Yeah.
Very dried up.
Looks like it dried out.
Yeah.
Touch. Does it move at all? Nope.
Oh, it's super
That's
dry.
done.
It
Yeah.
doesn't look like a visual though. I think that might be a normal.
Yeah.
And then this
Yeah,
one's
that's a
pretty
bummer,
dry.
man. That's a bummer.
Yeah. And then there's, I don't know how that one is doing, but probably like maybe a head or a spot in his head. But man, I can't complain. We'll get these back in the incubator right away.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Dude, that was a pretty solid clutch, though.
All right, Pops, go ahead and turn your camera off, and then I'm going to set this back up for you to. Chill.
Well, while we're getting set back up, if there's any questions you guys want to shoot out there, let it fly. We'll, we try to be, respectful of everybody's time. We're at that hour mark, but we'd like to, maybe hit some questions from chat and stuff like that.
We definitely had a couple come through. Heather was posting them over to me. We've Austin's been throwing some stuff out for the rat. So Pops, and Chris, this one for you too. Do you guys feed rats if they have a tumor? Do you feed them to a snake?
We, well, I mean, when a rat gets a tumor, it's going to start out really small, and you may not even notice
They're
that.
normally adults too.
Right, and that's a really good question right there. Chris just said it right there. Okay, a lot of times when you get tumors on a rat, it's going to be an adult rat, which is probably maybe 8 or 9 months old. So we don't feed any rats that big. So the rats that we feed, which is mainly like your fuzzies, your smalls, your mediums, your larges.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever see any tumors on them.
A couple things we did to prevent tumors in rats. We did some experimenting on that. We upgraded our water because the water our rats we fill their water containers with water hose, and we got a BPA free water hose.
Yes.
No lead in it. So
Right.
and then I think a tumor is like cancer basically, and I think lead and BPA potentially causes cancer. So anyway, we upgraded that. I don't know, and we noticed less tumors. We also stopped line breeding so much and keeping a nice diversity in our genetics. Personally, I don't think tumors are bad for snakes, but by the time they got tumors, you're talking full-grown rats that I would never feed to a ball python anyway.
Right.
Normally, we will put them down and just bury them or whatever. We don't even feed them or sell them to our supplier. We do sell some jumbos to pet stores and stuff like that.
Very
Right.
well said.
Yeah.
Your brains and my muscles, we going both places.
There you go. There you go.
Let's get some more questions. Let's knock out some Q&A real quick.
So I got
definitely.
a question from Will, Royal Canadian Exotics, Royal Canadian Exotics. I don't know why I'm blanking out on that.
Canadian Exotics, yeah.
He said,
Reptiles.
yeah.
Royal
What was
Canadian
your what was kind of your biggest hurdle that you feel like you've overcome during this whole experience?
Biggest hurdle. Have we had one yet?
I mean, you always have like small hurdles.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hurdle. What's a big hurdle, man? What have we overcome?
It's a good question. I mean, I guess it's hard. It's good that you're having trouble answering.
Right. Yeah.
There's
That's
so many
great.
small things, and some of them are personal that I probably would keep off record.
Right.
I would say the biggest hurdle, man, is just patience and just which I'm good. I'm past that now. I'm so patient right now, and it's so easy to be patient when you're cutting clutches like that, right?
Yep.
And I got more clutches coming. I got a pipeline built, so I guess it's just like just being able to like be present to the day.
Yeah.
And getting there is a real good place to be in, where you ain't worried about tomorrow. Like the gift is right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. That's a good answer. Yeah. Staying motivated, staying hungry, staying dedicated,
Yeah,
that
and
kind
it
of
helps
stuff.
you like make moves like like in an educated way, where you're thinking long game and you're cool now. Like you don't need it now. You can pass on certain things. So yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I had another question here. I think this was MJ. Knowing what you know now, what gene would you have started with now? Like if you had to start all over again, knowing everything you know now, what gene would you start with?
I would probably do a little bit more of Desert Ghost. Fortunately, I got a nice lineup of females that are ready to breed now, Desert Ghost wise. Obviously, I just cut a Desert Ghost, Het Clown, the clown, Pastel Clown clutch, but I would have indexed on Desert Ghost a little bit more.
And I would definitely start with the Dumbo rat.
Yeah, yeah.
You like the Dumbos pops? Like
Yeah,
the
I
big
do.
ears?
I do, yeah. Below the eye line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my wife's favorite ones too. The Dumbo Rexes. That's what she likes.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that. Well, that was the two questions I snuck out of there. I don't know if you have any, Adam. Oh, we got sleeper gene. We got to hit that. That is a standard question. What do you think the sleeper gene
we
is?
definitely like hearing that.
Yeah.
Hurricane's up next.
Yeah. Think so, huh? You liking it?
I got a Hurricane Clown male coming in this year.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Really liking that, huh?
Hurricane's up next to get it, and then once we see Super Hurricane stuff, it'll pop off for sure. Mark my words on that. Hurricane's up next, and then just as Desert Ghost, I've seen some unimpressive Desert Ghost combos recently.
That's heresy around here.
As the clown combos get worked into DG, that'll pop off. I'm probably gonna get in puzzle soon. I'm just gonna pick up a strong puzzle male and start making heads.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sleeping on puzzle myself. I got a mahogany yellow belly pie coming in male. So I'm gonna work mahogany into a clown and pie. I think mahogany is a big sleeper gene, very similar to Stranger.
Yeah,
So,
I really like mahogany, man. I really
agree
like that.
with that. Yeah. With the Desert Ghost, curious because I mean I love Desert Ghost. I think like probably over 90% of the combos we all work with could use a dose of Desert Ghost. Like I think it would amplify it. But what don't you think works well with Desert Ghost?
I think enhancer genes don't do much of Desert Ghost because Desert Ghost is already so enhanced.
So you mean like fire, right?
Yellow
like,
belly.
I mean, it's certainly not going to hurt, but
Yeah.
I mean, like
You
right
think it's
here,
kind of a waste, right?
perhaps, I mean, it has its place, but I don't know. I guess everybody wants to see DG everything. Here's like a nice 2017 DG female. I don't.
That's
really
just a
rush.
single gene, right?
That's just single gene
Yeah.
DG for sure. Ultramel is another sleeper gene. I think.
Ultramel. Yeah.
I got a nice lineup of adult Ultramel females that I'm going to be making heads with. So it's just long game, man. Like really, I have 60 to 70 years more in this hobby, and I'm only 5 years in. We just getting started, and we're at the bleeding edge.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm a huge believer in DG. I don't know if I follow the train of it needs to be in absolutely everything. I mean, I think it has a place in a majority of things.
I think it's too overpowering on some stuff where it's okay by itself. But I'm just kind of curious to see where it's at and everything.
Yeah.
But I think I heard maybe Justin say once, every gene will have its day. It's a matter of plugging it into the correct combo. But one thing that investors need to keep in mind is once something goes mainstream and pops off, the person that popped that off has already pivoted in a new direction ahead of time.
Oh,
So
100%.
If you chase that, you're chasing old news.
Yep.
So maybe you take that and incorporate it into your own new direction. And that's like, just to kind of like, I know we're about done here. I'm cool to riff it all night. That's up to you guys. But I'm saying, to hook it back to the beginning of the conversation, set yourself up with a nice base. I mean, I'll probably have 15, 20 clown females I can pop off next year, as well as pies. I'm short on males, but guess what? That's a heck of a palette to have ready for you.
Yes,
So
it
it's
is.
a matter of plug and play, each year. It just I'm buying one male off and popping the new angle off, this and that. Plus I got the holdbacks, I'm making heads. So it's just thinking ahead, just keeping it going. Like right now, currently I'm working my single genes out of my collection. I'm so short on males, I'm weeding out the 1 and 2 gene females. I have 0 normals because I'm on limited space here. I don't have a big facility. I'm working out of a 9 foot by 10 foot, or a 9.5 by 11 foot room. So anyone can do this. You can make it what you want. Invest smart. Don't get scammed. Get you a mentor. Man, just make friends. Just have fun. Just grind it away every day. Hammer your advantages. And just give back to the community, and it will reward you in ways that you cannot even imagine.
Yeah, I heard that.
mean, you know, we're still holding strong at like about 30, 35 viewers. We've been kind of fluctuating right there. I don't mind going a little longer because that was something that all three of us were talking earlier was like, don't get caught up in this like YouTube fantasy, right? Like you put on a channel and you see this breeder's beautiful facility and expensive racks, right? Like, don't get caught up in if I don't have that, then everything I have is crap. No, like, you know, focus on you and the projects that you want to do. Make sure you're making it work, right? Like health of animals and all of those things are, you're hitting the boxes, right, as you're going down, and then shoot for whatever you want to do. And eventually you're going to hit something, right? And you're going to be very successful. And if you're passionate, people are going to follow that. Right? Like that's another thing too, right? Like if you walk into the room and you're like, well, I kind of did this and this, but I don't know, whatever. Everyone's going to be like, all right, well, that's whatever. But if you walked in and was like, hey, guys, look what I did, people are going to look. Right?
Very different.
You get what I'm saying?
Very
like,
different.
so be excited about your stuff, you know?
Exactly. You want to have your own specific energy signature when you're broadcasting yourself on the internet. Like, I mean, Joel, Adam, Pops, myself, we all have our own individual energy signatures, and that's how it's received.
Absolutely.
I am who I am. Guess what? You can make the same snake as me or whatever, or whoever, or them too, but we all have our own brand, and that cannot be replaced. And it's
hell no.
about being comfortable with who you are, and it's so humbling to just be your true, authentic self, and people to appreciate that with you. I don't know. I heard Instagram is going to start taking away the like and follow counts.
I've seen that.
Been rolled out in Australia.
I've seen that.
That'd be great because even myself, I mean, I'm just kind of getting away from it. I'm just documenting what I'm doing each day and just trying to put out content.
Yeah, it's a documentation, right? Exactly. Yeah, and an avenue to like establish some of those offline private conversations, which I love that too. You know what I mean? Like, I know everybody was hating on me earlier, but I was like, you know, don't ask me for likes. That's not. I don't want to communicate with people. I love communicating with people, right? And
it's all about a win-win. You gotta find the win-win. Like, don't like when people hit me up like, hey man, can I get a shout out? I'm like, yo, if you're hitting me up for a shout out, you better already have me shouted out on your page.
100.
Where's the win-win? Where's the win-win? Not that I need it, but I'm just saying, people want to take instead of bringing value first.
Right.
And that's where the arbitrage is.
Yes, 100%. That's well said. Well said right there. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's So
I'll shout people out all day long, but if you don't have me shouted already, or you haven't at least introduced yourself, like, hi, I'm so I'm getting started. Like, I have 2 followers. Can you help me? You better believe I would be glad to help you, mentor you, or do anything.
Yeah. But like the
know,
random blast of, hey, you better use this, right? It's like, oh, okay. I'll show you when you demand something from me. Get the, you know, like, no, it's just like, I don't like that. It's rejecting to me. It's offensive, right?
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, there's I feel like there's like a certain level of etiquette that I feel like sometimes is lost in social media, and that is one of them. Another like kind of annoying thing I feel like is a little off subject but sort of on it is like as a breeder and like, you know, people like us, like, you know, a majority of this conversation has been about how much passion this is and how much time this takes and everything like that, and then you'll get these people that like they'll DM you, what's your cheapest snake? And it's like, dude, don't start the conversation with what's your cheapest snake. Like, start that out with, hey, what do you have available at a minimum, you know, and then kind of we can work with each other on that, you know. So it's a weird thing sometimes, like social media interaction you get.
Yeah, wine and dine me a little bit first, at least.
Right, yeah, you know, it's just such a weird thing.
That's
such a weird thing.
Yeah, you gotta take me out first. Right?
Yeah, give me something here.
Oh man, you know, hey, we had somebody post in chat if you'd be willing to show the clay face tonight. Up to you. I don't know. It's totally up to you. So
he's going for it.
Heck yeah.
Going for the clay face.
Yeah, I love that snake, man. That's a pretty snake.
Yeah, this. This was, yeah. When I saw that posted, I was just like, well done again, Chris. Good job, my
nicely played.
I got 2 right here.
Oh man,
dude.
This
Yes.
one, oh, this one's mean.
getting a little nippy.
A little testy.
Yeah, this one's very, this is the meanest snake I've had. So this is a subadult clayface. This is a lesser spot nose leopard clown male that I'm probably going to end up keeping. And then this is actually the baby version of him, which is probably a hair higher quality.
Wow.
The smaller one in shed. I think they're all in shed actually. But
That's amazing.
now this is the same combination minus leopard. You want to hold them close, pops, like that. But
That's a cool comparison right there.
Yeah.
And actually kind of like logically indifferent than what like adding leopard actually lightened it a little bit, which like, you know what I mean? In
A lot of
Yeah.
leopard darkens
they're all
things.
fighting. I'm gonna put these away.
yeah, they're all
Dude.
biting
Smell
you.
the rats on you.
It's feeding time,
Smell
man.
the rats on pops.
Gotta feed them things, man. Move it to your left a little, Pops. To your
Yeah.
left.
There you go. A little more.
Oh, look at that head right there. Oh, man.
You knew I don't have my glasses on, right?
I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
That head is
We'll be your eyes.
Look at that. Oh, man. We all just got bit, James said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Joel, you looks like your screen is dark over here.
Yeah, Joel, we don't see your screen.
I don't know if anyone else is sparing.
Oh,
think
yeah.
I think Joel's battery might have died.
Yeah, it's live on the actual YouTube stream
Okay.
though. It's yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah, my
cool.
DSLR died. So now I'm using my webcam on my computer.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to buy you one of those, AC/DC plug-in thingies.
I know, dude.
The Chinese version. the
Yeah.
15
The $15 one didn't work, man.
Man.
Well,
all right, everybody.
yeah.
I mean, dude, Chris, Pops, thank you guys so much again
Dude.
coming on here.
Really appreciate it. Really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us.
Big time.
This is
It's
a
been
ton of fun.
and we're totally down to circle back. In 6 months or a year or whatever. If you want to get us back in here, we'd be glad to do it again.
Yeah,
Hopefully
absolutely.
answer all the questions.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'd love
this
to have
again.
you guys back.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my god.
All
my
right.
dog
Well,
farted,
I
so
will
wanna get out
say,
of here.
I will say everybody's in the description of this video. Everybody's links are in there. YouTube, Instagram. I didn't put Facebook in there because I apparently suck at putting in Facebook stuff. But there,
All of our accounts will probably be deleted by Zuckerberg anyway.
Right. That I honestly just don't care. I don't care about Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even care about Facebook, but everybody's stuff is in the description. Jump down there, give everybody a like, a follow, check everybody out. Chris, Pops, you guys are doing incredible things. I hope you guys can keep doing it. This is awesome, man. We really appreciate it.
You guys too. You guys are doing good stuff too, for sure.
Yes,
and
sure.
hope that maybe I can have you guys on my podcast soon. And
Yeah, maybe we can get that figured out, dude.
Hey, I'd be down for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hit us
heck
up,
yeah.
man. Definitely.
All right, well, everybody have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and
right.
until next time, we'll see y'all later.
Good night, guys.
appreciate
Thanks,
you.
y'all.
All right, Pop.